afternoon. Welcome back to another thrilling scene for Lost Cub, where we'll be setting scene at the Batcave, the estate, the old Miller place, whatever you want to call it, really. The house. We've got a number of monikers going at this point. But all the same, setting this shit at home. Where I believe Anton is out and about and doing some shit. What you doing, Anton?
Probably just after coming back from his own, individual training and, all that type of shit. So he can, all that type of shit. So what will happen is he'll, after wiping himself down a bit, get the sweat out of his face, he'll go looking around for Becca because he noticed something odd. So he'll take a look around. Just a very cautious one, not making too much noise.
Now, thankfully, Becca is not the hardest find, really. Anton has even half a grasp of Jane's schedule as well. And so, between the fact that Becca has only so many places she tends to really hang for any amount of time, as far as being still, and any deviance from that is probably her being around Jane, you'll do some hunting and some looking, and eventually find her up on that second story front balcony. Popped back having a smoke. One of the rifles leaned up.
When he appears in the door, he just kind of watches her for a bit, like studying.
I mean, truth be told, are you sneaking?
Yeah, you know what? I'll be quiet.
Okay.
You want me to roll?
Yeah, I do want you to roll, good sir.
Good.
That's why I'm asking. Mm-hmm.
3.
I figured at about 3 I wouldn't compete with you, so lucky you. So for 3, you're putting enough effort in that, as long as you're not like hitting the really creaky floorboards on your way around the house, you're pretty good. She's not watching the inside of the house. So yeah, you dodge some of the creakier stairs and the floorboards in the hall and ease on up there. And I mean, it's a pretty simple setup. It's like your classic kind of glass door and whatnot that opens out onto that front balcony, kind of like a storm door. And yeah, if you tip around just enough this way, you can see where she's just leaned up, kind of, shoulders back against the wall, smoking, looking out into the yard.
Is there anything noticeable about her? Anything unusual?
What are you looking for? You could P&E, you could perception alertness, you could...
I'll P&E. 3 again.
For all her Spitfire shows and whatnot, she seems really mellow at the moment. Not necessarily as in, like, happy, but as in very low-key. She's pretty,
Okay.
The posture overall is pretty relaxed. There's just kind of a sense of maybe more acceptance than happiness, but it's, she's just propped up and doing her thing. She's not like, she's not fidgety. She's not fucking with her phone to try to kind of like get away from what she's doing. She's just standing there having a smoke.
So what he'll do is he'll go back into the hallway and then, deliberately step on a creaky floorboard. It's that type of way. Like, oh, it's me coming down the hallway. You know what I mean?
So yeah, this time around, but about time you get to the door, you'll see that she's kind of glancing over. Just the inquisitive glance over the shoulder as you get to the door and presumably open it.
Oh yeah.
So,
Okay.
Hey,
Comes in, pulls up one of the other deck chairs, and takes his own pack of cigarettes out.
and yeah, with the company, she transitions and goes from the lean to the more casual. Just kind of plunks into one of the other chairs, gives it a yank over because she'd rather pull the chair to her than walk the extra step or two. Essentially, like you come
And
here and flop.
he closes the door as well. Just kicks it closed with his foot.
Mm,
Lights the cigarette very casually. What you doing?
I don't know. Looking. That's what lookouts do, right? They look.
Yeah. Didn't take you for much of a lookout.
He heaves a shrug.
Surprised. How many are all ready to go?
I mean, is there somewhere to go?
I mean, there was somewhere to go yesterday.
Well, yeah. There was like what 6 of you now?
Yeah. Normally you're rolling the right the fuck in and barging your way to the front.
And she heaves a shrug. They're like 6 of you, Anton, and Heidi was still
Mm-hmm.
here, and Jane was still here.
Mm-hmm. It's happened before, and you still barged your way to the front.
Yeah. Yeah, normally Jane's being here would be a pretty good excuse to bitch and say I should be able to go.
Mm-hmm. But
I don't know if you noticed, but
well, I've
not so much
noticed.
lately.
I'm the one who got out of the wheelchair.
That thing is actually pretty fucking useful, at least in the house. No
Yeah.
good for doing her rounds, but it's pretty good in the house.
Gives her some sort of independence and mobility again.
Yeah, can't complain. Don't have to carry as much. Shoots over a faint grin.
Okay. So that's the reason you still we're so quiet about staying behind.
I mean, she finally displays the hands and leans forward to tamp out the first cigarette before pulling out another. Let's be honest, Anton. People you left, I'm the only one who has both my whole mind and my whole body. So, can't really bitch, can I?
Adi has her whole mind.
There's a thoughtful kind of roll the tongue around because you can tell it's not that she wants to argue. She, you see the tongue roll under her lips for a second. She kind of glances over. The one on the new cigarette. You know it ain't that simple.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, it was noticeable. That's something that's after happening.
No, no, I'd kind of hoped you'd make the. I mean, I can see why you wouldn't leave the newbies here by themselves. Well, not newbies, but the new people here by themselves. So, suppose I can't really complain. But no, someone gotta be here, right?
Sure, that's just it. Lean forward, taking the drag off the cigarette. Watch it.
Look, I'd rather be out there doing shit. Ain't nothing ever attack this house. But if it did, what
Mm-hmm.
if something sets out of Heidi? She goes hiding under a bed. What if something tries to get in here and Jane still can't walk even when she's big?
That's a valid point.
So, again, it is the most. It's not that reassuring, like, yeah, this is my job now, but it's just acceptance. So, someone's got to be here. Someone
Come
with
here.
the sense to get to a phone, or what?
Come here.
Gets the eyeball for a second, but she
Just leans
eases
back.
up. She leads up to her feet. Walk over, dragging on the cigarette. Probably be exhaling a mouth, lung full of smoke as she gets over in front of him.
Just give her a very sly look up through his, like, some of his hair's probably grown out at this point. You know what I mean? It's been a hot
Oh
minute
yeah,
since he cut it all off. You know what I mean? Gives her that kind of subtle, sly little look up above from like the roof of the fringe.
finally adopt kind of the lazy sort of smirk, and yeah, fuck it, she'll plunk down on his lap.
It's just us here, I think.
It looks like that little the fuck. She like squints out briefly over the balcony, like that little asshole.
I don't care about scraps. I mean, anybody who can hear. I think it's just us two up here. And the door's closed.
Yeah.
So, whatever you want to say, I'm going to be the only one who hears it.
I don't know what to say though. It's just it is what it is.
It's still good to say it. Plus, maybe I want to know how you are. Considering it's getting around that time.
I don't know, Anton. I still get out and do my crazy shit. I still make the runs for the groceries.
We did rob that pharmacy.
Yeah, you did. That
Yeah,
was
we did. You were
that
there
was
too.
fun.
And we robbed that fucking. Yeah, we robbed it.
She does finally quirk a more earnest kind of smile because yeah, you see the little bit of the glint come back because yeah, that was Becca shit. That makes her smile. That was pretty fun. That was some good shit.
Mm-hmm.
I think I could cope with going on these low key B&E missions.
I think we could
I think
organize
I
a
could
couple more of
handle it.
them. We could organize a couple more of them easily.
You may want to branch further from home.
Oh yeah, no, that was a test run. Probably try Blacksburg next.
Oh yeah, probably they ain't gonna follow us that far out.
No, we'll try
Besides,
Blackburg next.
I mean, you know what happens when you hit the same area too much, right? They start putting
Oh,
trackers in their good shit.
yeah, pretty much. That's why we'll alternate. Like I said, we'll take it handy.
The tragic thing is, college sound like that. You go the right time of year, you get rich dumpster diving. People throw out everything when they go home.
Oh, I know.
Fucking ridiculous.
Nods.
I'm not saying I like being left out, but someone got to be home, right?
I know. So I came to check on you.
There's finally a firm nod. There's shit, but necessary shit.
He'll reach over and subtly, it's that like interlocking his hands with hers, playing with her palm. It's very subtle. I know I think it's 2 weeks, all that since it happened.
Yep, you get the distinct pleasure of watching her, turn her attention back out to the back out over the balcony. You can see the tongue kind of again just roll over the teeth before she goes and sucks in another lung full of sweet, sweet cancer.
If you want to talk about it.
I've never been the anniversary type, Anton. It ain't.
I know. I'm just saying if you want to talk about it. I'm here. And there's nobody else. I made sure of it.
I ain't a lot to say that wasn't said
No,
back then.
but I still care about how you feel. I still care about how you are with it. I give a shit. And I was worried. Because I know it's been on my mind and I can only imagine what it's doing to you.
Finally gets a wry smile. Truth be told, I don't really want to think about it.
It's entirely fair. I just wasn't sure if you wanted to get anything off your chest.
I mean, wish you'd let me do it. I told you that back then.
Yeah. I know you did. But I didn't want you corrupted by whatever he had done.
There's finally a kind of annoyed tension to the lips. Just pressing to that firm line for a minute.
Plus, it was my fault.
No. No, what he did was his own fault.
I brought you in on it.
Yeah?
Like, I didn't keep an eye on you.
Do I look like the kind of girl you need to keep an eye on?
It's not the point.
That's the entire point.
It's not the point. I know you're hurt. I know you're ready to roll deep with any of us. I know that. I respect that.
And if you tried keeping an eye on me, I would have thought you thought I wasn't able to do it. I just would have been pissed at you. Doesn't change nothing. I would have chased you off.
I'd rather you be pissed at me than you be hurt.
We had a plan. That was a pretty good plan.
What was?
How the fuck were you supposed to know he was gonna end up being a psycho? Right?
Yeah.
And I know you
Like,
said some shit got in him, but if that hadn't been a way of it, ain't no way he would have won that. Wouldn't have happened like that.
no, that's why it happened like that. They do things to the human body.
Yep. That good long deep drag.
I told Christine a portion. I didn't tell her everything. I didn't tell her the exact details of what he did. I gave the impression that he got physical, but you know,
Should probably keep it that way.
I will. For her and you.
She know you killed him?
Yeah. Couldn't lie to her.
She taps some of the ash. Glances back over at him. Do you think it's just because he beat the shit out of me?
For hurting you. And for what he did to my family. Because he didn't just hurt you that night. She won't talk to you about it. Christine's not like that.
I don't know.
If anything, she'll probably feel guilty, like me.
Ain't no need for that. She finally leans back against him for all the world, like he's just the back of the chair, like dunk.
Yeah, but that's our family trait is we beat ourselves up a lot about shit.
Well, that's a good thing she don't know, ain't it?
No, that news would destroy her. I know my sister long enough.
Just keep it that way.
Of course I will.
Suppose she would have had the sense to use the phone, but it's kind of a thoughtful frown, like, I didn't even account for her.
She's a good kid. Smart.
Well, she must be. And no one else that wasn't smart could spend that much time in the fucking library. Jesus.
She's wanting to learn. No, she's, I think, coming to terms with the reality of what this is. Plus, if anything does happen to me, she's smart enough to get my family out of here.
Hell, at this rate, she'd probably be smarter to get your family into here.
I can't bring my mom into this.
Well, if you're still around, I don't imagine you would. If something happens to you, what are you gonna do? Fucking book it for the next town? There's a lot of shit in the next town, Anton.
I know. I'll set up a contingency plan.
The way you set up contingency plans, sooner or later, you and me gonna have to rob a bank.
Why is that? We've got a lot of money stored away.
Yeah, you got a lot of money, but you just bought a house and you're paying off your mom's house. Just bought a car. Bet you paid in cash.
I did.
I must have taken a fucking lump out.
It was cheap enough. I got a good deal out of it. And we made that money off them drug dealers recently too. I covered a couple of expenses.
Fair. Gotta give Sonabi a reminder that, like, you did fleece over a bunch of fucking drug dealers. And she's like, oh.
Oh, yeah, fuck. And we did that too together, if I remember, Missy.
Well, you do keep me in every once in a while.
I do. Of course I do.
Cracks a grin over. After all, you made it too boring. I just have to leave you.
What?
Great.
And we got tattoos together. I think I've been keeping you pretty entertained.
Well, you know, here and there. A little bit of mischief, a little bit of skullduggery, a little bit of ink. Ain't a bad way to be.
Yeah. It's not the worst place.
Nah. Really reaches over and, like, starts futzing with some of the hair that's, you know, a little long, getting in front of his eyebrows, getting in front of his eyes. You know, all
Come
those
watch it.
girls down at that club,
Yeah.
they all caught onto that mark. Every single one of them got ink now.
Good.
I mean, fuck. Makes them feel safe.
You ever gonna get that ink?
Just gotta find some free real estate.
Reach over and, from the picture, he'll run his hand up along her belly and stop just to the point where he reaches the sternum bone.
She cracks a smile. Oh, you want me to be a fucking baller?
Do it there.
Right over the bone, huh? That's a ballsy request.
It's right where your heart is.
You know, I thought we were gonna make this weird in a different direction, but here we are.
What? What's weird about it?
You know, I think you are not mistaken. I do have quite a bit of real estate there.
I mean, unless you don't wanna.
No, I think I do.
Mind telling me why? Since we have some god earnest privacy, we don't have anyone fucking bothering us.
And fun, there ain't a lot of things I stuck to for very long.
Mm-hmm.
I usually had more to do with the situation than to my willingness, but you get the idea. I'm pretty sure if I got a tattoo over my heart for Pops, he'd have an aneurysm.
What would you say if you got one about me?
Oh, you know. I'm just saying, she like displays the arms, like the casual hand splay, though one of them does loop up around the back of his neck. You know, if I was gonna spin it, I'll point out it's more of a dedication to this kind of thing.
Would you?
I mean, I wouldn't have to explain it to my dad.
I mean, I don't mind if you tell me the truth.
I bet you don't.
What have I got to hide?
I mean, I'm sure you got all sorts of shit to hide. This is not
Not
one of the
from you.
things you've been big on hiding.
Not from you. I'm pretty open. I think you've noticed that at least.
Yeah.
So, why hide anything?
Mm.
Besides, if you get one, I'll get one.
Oh, what are you gonna get?
What would you like me to get? That represents you.
The eyebrows kind of pop a little bit, like, oh fuck, you're serious.
Yeah, what do you
Actually,
want me
probably
to
just
get?
flat says it. Just oh
He's
fuck.
like, what? You think I was fucking joking around?
I
When did I
don't
joke
know.
around
Well,
with it?
maybe you had some obscure fucking idea thing you could get tattooed.
No. What do you want me to get that represents you?
That's a real good question.
Well, I'm letting you pick. As long as it's not something fucking stupid. Like a fucking My Little Pony or anything. If, you know.
She the motherfucker said what? She like gives you
Starts
the you
laughing.
what mate look.
He starts laughing. Well, as long as it's, Crow, it's pretty serious, so, none of that jokey shit.
Well, you don't want to get a flower on your ass and say it's for me?
No.
Finally cracks the grin again.
I like my ass too much to do that to it.
Yeah, Susie'd kill me.
I think you'd even feel bad. It's a nice ass.
Hey. It's not like it ruins it, it accentuates. You get a good artist.
No. Just pats her hand like, no.
Cracks the smile again.
But no, I'm serious. What do you want me to get that represents you?
Probably have to have a think about it. Don't know.
Well,
Not the sort of thing I really been asked before, you know?
it's not that hard.
Oh, it's not.
No.
How long did it take you from getting into all this to get in, find out about that fucking crow, get a group, get a symbol?
Yeah, but it's different though.
Well, yeah, but I'm not a tacky bitch, so it's not like I want you to put my name on you.
No. I mean, I had an idea, but yeah.
Oh, you do?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's hear it.
Heart wrapped in barbed wire. Make sure it's safe. Nobody can get at it but you.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Not Heidi or Susie?
I would say it's. I would say you take up a good half of it, and Heidi and Susie get the other half. If I'm being
What's
perfectly
prime real
honest,
estate?
you got the biggest bit.
How do I manage that? Fucking good at this.
Well, you and Heidi are pretty much tied, so and you're here every day.
Where the fuck else would I be?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not good at this shit.
She gives a bit of a grin and ruffles his hair finally.
I don't know. Well, maybe you fucking try it and see how long you manage.
Try what?
Figuring out why I have that certain part of you, of my heart for you.
Alright, look, I don't think I get to answer your personal quandaries. Kind of grinning.
Come on. Give it a try.
I mean, you make me try, and I'm just gonna say it's because I'm the baddest bitch you know.
I mean, it would be nice if you were serious about it. Smirk.
Say that like it's easy.
It's not easy.
Nope.
I'm still trying though, so you know, it would be nice if you tried back,
She
maybe.
finally cracks again.
Just a tiny fucking bit. You know what I mean? Smidge, me over here trying and then just be nice. Becca.
Pushing.
Says you.
I would know. I am a professional pusher.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm pushing, so come on.
If I was the guessing sort, which apparently I am. Fucking side glance. I'd say maybe it's because I'm the only one of the lot managed to come through a bunch of fucked up shit with their head still on straight. Same way you have.
That and you're pretty smoking on, so
Doesn't hurt.
it's working.
I told you I was a bad bitch. Why didn't you take that one? Jesus.
I mean, I said, and the fact that you're smoking hot.
It certainly doesn't hurt.
I mean, I have the drawing of it if you want.
A drawing of it? It's like skeptical
Yeah.
glance.
You want to see?
You don't want to see. What, you draw me naked like one of your French girls?
No. Drew the thing I'd get on myself there. And then you put it in the private check.
Ooh. Goodness, I wrestled with my entire universe for a second. Alright. Does this mean the dreaded notebook makes an appearance?
It does. She'll see it. And he'll flick through the pages, and for Becca, that is a lot of fucking drawings. And if you can roll an alertness for her, because there is a drawing of Becca in there.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll roll an alertness and we'll see if we'll do a wits alertness, see if she manages to catch it as the pages fly.
Yeah.
Let's see. She got a pretty high wits. Don't give her like that. There's a 10 in there and everything. He's like
Yep.
flicking through, and she like suddenly, her hand on top of the book, like right on the
Looks
pages,
up.
starts. You know, he looks up and she's got the little brown knit and is like kind of peeling the pages back the direction he's been flipping from.
Go to Becca's entry.
Yup. Will do. Let me pull this shit back up. It's probably just on my other tab. My other entire small army of tabs.
Her entry's actually really odd. It's Anton.
Oh, Anton. Let's see what you did.
It's the written entry underneath. Ooh.
Well, she just, at least initially, how is he doing the journal? Is he like drawing on one side? Like if you spread it open, is it like the drawing on one side and the writing on the other type thing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. She's not necessarily looking at the entry itself. She just kind of reels back the pages, probably even has her hand kind of set on the page to keep him from flipping it again, to kind of hold the spot. She just kind of looks at the drawing.
It's incredibly detailed. Particularly a bit with the fur and everything.
Yeah, she just quietly, well, I mean, besides for the occasional inhale and exhale because the smoking, so there's that soft like hiss, the kind of burn from the cigarette. But she studies it quietly.
It's the fucking entry, man. That's heartbreaking.
When did you draw that?
A couple of months ago. About 2. Okay, there's that awkward like back of his head rub because I'm assuming she's leaning over to read the writing.
It may be that she hasn't like, he doesn't title them, so he does have the chance to kind of keep moving if he wants to kind of obscure it. She doesn't seem to have locked on necessarily to the idea that each entry is in a response to the drawing. For all she knows, it's just him writing constantly and then drawing every couple pages.
You know what? You'll flip the book over. I'm not going to be not open with you. If you want to read it, read it. It's about you.
Yeah. You go ahead and actually like put the thing properly in her hand. She shoots a curious look, finally tamps out the cigarette again, and yeah, frees up both of her hands to look at it. Did he actually have it on him, or did he have to get up to go get it?
What?
The journal?
Oh, yeah. Always has it on him. Always tucks it down the inside of his jacket.
Yeah, so she just tucks down into his lap and, yeah, kind of glances over at him and then turns and actually reads it. And you can see the eye, the slight motion from the head, the motion from the eyes. She is periodically looking over at the drawing, picking up another detail.
Can I roll a peony on her, Katie?
You can.
Fucking shit. 5 successes.
Damn.
On point. Listen to the song as well. It's just, that entry is, oh, buddy. So what does 5 successes get me? But
It gets you a pretty conflicted medley of responses. You'll catch her doing things like idly. She's careful about it at first because the tattoos are in pencil. Is the rest of it pencil or pen or like
all
ink?
pencil. All pencil. Bits of different colored shading colors as well. You know what I mean? Like lighter tones of gray and all that for Becca, and darker like black pencils. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
To
you'll see
represent more oil.
the thumb probably brush like once over the place where there's the fur under her hand, just kind of like, huh. But she doesn't. She doesn't just sit there and rub on it because pencil will totally smear if she does that. And she seems to have enough understanding to not just ruin the thing by rubbing on it. Oh, there's probably a light smear just from the one pass, and she kind of, it does not do it again after that. But yeah, there's hmm. He's boiling it down to a lot of things, and like he says in the thing, there are cracks. And reading that, something that open, they're kind of showing.
She getting emotional, Kato.
She's really quiet about it, but he can suss it out. It's the details of the expression, the posture. She's not pinging up all the defense mechanisms, but she's not. I mean, one of them is getting loud. She's not doing that either. She just goes really quiet. There's very subtle tells in the expression, little gestures. Maybe the fact that she's curled into him a little more than she was before, but
Reach over, so it's like he just turns her face very gently towards him.
why
Told
would
you
you
have
say
to live.
that?
What?
Why wouldn't I live?
Maybe I'm scared that I'll lose you.
Not to the things you're seeing?
Yeah. What you become after you involve yourself in it.
Like the motor oil.
Yeah.
And he does get a good, earnest look at her. Unusually kind of naked, open look at her. And she shook. Though she does go to, like, tuck her head against his shoulder, taps her thumb lightly over that kind of obscured, furry something. Don't you?
Yeah.
Good.
I remembered.
Yeah, you did.
So, like I said, that's how serious I am.
Anton, you can't beat yourself up for me.
No, no, I can't. But I do it anyway.
Look, if I want you beat up for me, I'll do it. I don't need to do that.
Can't stop me. Not this time.
You keep up doing stuff like this, you're gonna make me soft.
No. It's our little secret. Why didn't I read it in here so nobody would ever see? Nobody think you got soft. Nobody will think a goddamn thing.
You think maybe one day I won't have cracks anymore?
I like the cracks that you have. Let me see you.
Let you see I'm broken.
No. No, you ain't. You have a chance and you can show them. You've known me to me. You have that.
She finally just very gently goes
So
to bring
I don't think that's being broken.
Well, she very gently just goes to close the book. Doesn't look at the other pages. Just goes to close it.
Yeah, he doesn't stop her.
You know what the worst part is?
What?
So I gave you all this shit about taking care of it without me, right?
Yeah. If you want to see somebody who's broken, he opens the book again. And
She
Katie,
kind of looks perplexed, but follows this.
he flicks through a couple of pages and go to the very top entries. The first entry about the second drawing about the woman's face. The first entry, second drawing, the ones about the beast that he sees in his dreams. That creepy one that I wrote in about Susie, Lizzie, and Ophelia. Remember that eerie one?
Mm-hmm. Is
You
he
show her
actually
them.
like taking the and opening it and like going through the
Yep.
pages, essentially giving her permission to look at them all?
Yep. All he shows her. Look at every last one of them. There'll be one that's half finished. The one about with the chameleon. It's literally half finished. But there'll be some that are, uplifting. Like, yeah, the ones about Jane are tragic. The ones about Heidi is sweet. The ones about Bill is conflicting. Wendy, pitying. The ones about his dreams and the spiral things he sees. That's dark. That's incredibly dark. Like it's unnervingly dark. You know what I mean? I think the darkest ones would be the one about Susie, Lizzie, and Ophelia, because that one was eerie, and the one about the woman's face. The two ones about that.
You've done a couple entries since the last time I looked.
Mm-hmm. There's ones about Roxy, Jane, the Spiral's body, and there's
Mm-hmm.
one about Chameleon, but that's not done yet. And she'll see that's not done yet. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Um, the one about the women's faces as well. That he, oof. There are some dark entries. I think you've read some of them. There are some dark entries.
Yeah, she gets nestled back into him, lets herself be distracted, starts just gingerly flipping through them once she's essentially been given tacit permission. And yeah, you can see the brows knit when she's reading, looking at the pictures.
Which one is she the most unnerved by?
Give me one moment. Hmm. You need to go and renumber your entries. It's hard to tell you which one.
I have it at the top, like the fourth entry. You know what I mean? And then
Well,
there's
yes,
the
but you
third
have the
drawing.
fourth entry twice.
Oh, sorry. That'll be the
Um,
fifth entry.
yes. So the mm-hmm.
There we go.
Oh, there you go. Probably the fourth entry, third drawing.
Fourth entry, third drawing. Oh, the faces.
Mm-hmm.
Can you just look at her when she's looking at that?
But yeah, she stops on a number of them. There's a lot of details, a lot of obvious symbolism in them. Hell, I dare say Heidi's is the only one that just seems like a really pleasant rendering. Almost all of the
Mm-hmm.
others, there's a lot to them. There's extra things. There's symbolism slammed in there, and Heidi's is just
Sweet.
yeah, it's just a drawing. It's a very light, pleasant drawing of her looking happy.
The entry, though. Whew. So I imagine some of the entries break her heart.
That's what's going on in your head all the time.
Yeah. All the time.
I'd say this is pretty fucked up, but everything's pretty fucked up at this point. So, starting to make me think you think too much, Anton. Thinking like this.
I have to think like this.
Almost the only thing all these got in common is you blaming yourself in every single one.
I carry the burden. Every failure is mine.
Always it gotta be like that. Sometimes shit just happens, Anton. Shit you can't plan for.
No, but
Can't beat yourself
I
up
have
like
to.
this every single time.
I have to remember this.
Who can
There's
remember?
no.
She does cut him short. Reaches up and touches the cheek. You can remember. But you can't blame yourself for shit you can't change. You can't blame yourself for shit you can't plan for.
No.
You're just gonna eat yourself alive. Sometimes you just gotta give up and blame the asshole what did it instead of yourself.
But I averted my eyes for too long. And I never will again.
I ain't seen you look away once. Not a single fucking time.
No. I can't.
You don't gotta look away. Though you stare at the void and eventually it's gonna start staring back, Anton.
Good.
That ain't
I
good.
wanted to see my face.
You know that's not what that means.
I know. But I want them to see my face.
Anton, look at me.
Look over.
Like, really look at me.
I mean, faces are so much pain in his eyes, man. Jesus. And trauma. Like, let's be real. Becca sees it. Anton's seen a lot of shit. It's a lot of jaded trauma. Like, I imagine just haunted. That would be the word I'd describe. Haunted.
I mean, and it is something that Anton knows damn well is that Becca deals with a lot of her shit with anger and with aggression. So it's not angry at him, but you can see it kind of firing up. When you fuck up, you can blame yourself, and I won't stop you. But when shit happens, sometimes you actually gotta blame the motherfucker. You understand me? You can't
I do.
say it's my fault for not knowing they were gonna do this. You can't say it's my fault for letting it happen. You don't let shit happen. That's not what you do. Blame them.
I know.
Get mad at them.
I, I do. And I punish them for it. But some days,
You don't get to punish twice for the same thing. You don't get to punish them and punish you. That's not how that works.
that girl Bill's been holding on to, I killed our brother. Because he was at the point where I couldn't save him. And Bill couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. For all his talk, for all his willingness, for all everything, I looked into his eyes and he couldn't do it.
So,
I did. I did.
you did what you had to do.
I know. It's the way they look at me after.
They really looking at you that way?
Yeah. I can see it in their eyes.
You did the hard thing. You did the hard thing nobody ever wants to fucking have to do. But you're the leader.
I know.
So you did it. Instead of making one of them do it. That's what leaders do.
If I don't make them do it, they'll just fall by the wayside if I die.
Well, don't die.
If everyone dies.
A lot of nasty shit gonna happen if you kick the bucket, Anton. There's a drop in the bucket.
I know.
Don't blame yourself. Not even for that. You had to do some hard shit. But you didn't put that boy like that. You didn't fuck him up like
No.
that.
No, I didn't. I didn't.
Put the blame where it belongs.
Oh, I did. And I tore that fucking building down.
Good. Fuck him.
Do you think they're afraid of me?
Who?
No, inclines his head outwards.
What, the fucking bad guys?
No.
You mean
Oh,
your
I
own
know they're
people?
afraid of. Oh, I know they're afraid of.
I think your own people are a lot more afraid of what's out there and what they're gonna have to do than the things you do.
I don't know. The way some of them look at me.
Maybe it's not that they're scared of the shit you do, but they're scared that they're gonna have to do the same kind of shit. Because they're gonna. Sooner or later, they're gonna have to do the same hard shit and keep walking around like you do.
I don't think they can.
They're gonna have to learn, Anton.
I know.
And some things you can't teach in advance. Some things they're just gonna find out when it really comes down to it. They can do it. They ain't gonna like
Oh, I
it,
know.
but
Oh, I
they're
know. I
gonna
can
do
see.
it.
I can see it's already happening with Bill with that girl. You're gonna make the same mistake I did.
Which one's that?
Put your heart into it. You invest, and then when the reality dawns in of what you've done, you keep her safe. You tried to deny it, but you've realized in order to give her a life, you've killed not just the people, but you've killed your own.
When'd you ever do that?
A couple of times.
You ain't never got
That
none of your
girl,
ass
Hazel,
killed.
not yet. But if I hadn't have reacted, that girl Hazel would have been dead. The way they beat her so badly.
You blaming yourself for that. For some shit she was already in.
No. No. I
Then
blame
where's
for
the
what I
part where you made a
became.
mistake?
It's because they got hurt. It's because I see them. Those girls that we found, so gaunt and thin.
Anton, those girls won't like
I
that
could have
because
gotten
you
there
saw
sooner,
them.
and I could
That Hazel
have gotten
girl,
there
she probably
sooner.
gotten roughed up like that before.
I could have gotten there sooner. And maybe some of those girls wouldn't make a one-way ticket to the hospital. Maybe 3 more might have made it. 3 more wouldn't have abscesses in their arms, 3
You
more.
would have had to know.
Just 3 more.
Anton, they're gonna be more. And you're gonna save more. And yeah, what they went through shit. But you can't. You broke some in the chest this time.
Just
You can't blame yourself for being too slow on shit you didn't even know about till you did something about it.
it would have been nice. It would have been nice to save just 3 more, Becca. So I didn't have to walk out there knowing what I was carrying was going to die in the next day. For once, I didn't have to live with that. That's all. And I'll live with it. And I'll do my job. And I'll kill them all. Every last one of them. Some days you just want to win. You know?
He nods. Only
Some days I
leans
don't
into
want to
him a
look
bit.
at you. Some days I don't want to look at you and see the pain. You know what I mean? I just want to see you happy.
Well, don't like that.
I know it's not. I'm not stupid. Nice to dream, though, right?
Yeah, but she does again reach over and futz with his hair. Then a year now. Soon it'll be 2 years, 5 years. And the longer it goes, the smaller the cracks are gonna get. They'll still be there, but they're gonna get real small. Just like all the cracks I had before. They get real
Still gonna let me
small.
see him?
Sorry, say again?
You still gonna let me see them?
Doesn't seem to be doing you a lot of good. But yeah.
I promised you I would keep you safe.
Dare say I'm doing pretty good for someone who wrestled with a monster and shot a bunch of monsters and helped take down an entire drug cartel and a gang. So I'd say you're making pretty good on that. Shit, I even got all my fingers, much less all my fucking limbs.
Just don't leave.
She finally cracks her grin. Where the fuck am I gonna go? I like it here.
Even if Bill somehow miraculously finds a way for your dad to go somewhere or some shit.
Well, if Dad wants to go, he'll go. Don't you worry. Bill helping just makes it easier.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I'm not going anywhere.
Don't
Dad's not
leave.
going anywhere.
Don't leave.
I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm staying.
All
I
right.
already decided I was staying.
I know. I'm just. There's nobody around, so I just. Well, we're both showing our cracks.
He leans in to give him, a peck of a kiss. If he's got his head turned down or other ways, she'll just put it on his cheek instead. But it's something. It's light. I ain't going nowhere. I already drove Dad crazy with that shit. I ain't going nowhere. Besides,
Tell him
she
you're.
finally jokingly brings up an arm into a curl. The mock flex. Besides, the fuck are you guys gonna do without me? You need me. Slight smile, teasing one.
Could tell your dad that you're with me. You could tell your dad that you're with me. If you want.
She studies him for a second. There's a thoughtful little knit
The
of
way
the
the
brow.
werewolf. The way the werewolf wood works is, we claim people. Now Heidi, I claimed. You saw it happen. I'm not gonna ever let go of Heidi. It's Heidi. He gives that smile like she knows what he means. You know what I mean? There's no way Anton would
Mm-hmm.
ever leave Heidi. You know what I mean? No fucking way. I could claim you too. Means takes her hand and puts it on his heart. That's yours for life.
I've been thinking a lot about this, haven't you?
It's serious business. Claiming somebody is not something you just do out on a whim. It's you're with each other. For better or for worse. It's not marriage, it's different than that.
How's it different from what we're doing now? What changes?
It means I don't know if this will help your ego or not. Lean in. But technically, since you lean forward, we're turning this place into a small little settlement. I'm sure you're guessing off the guru standards. I'm technically the alpha of the entire thing. That means you're my girl.
She
Smile. It's like comic antidote. Like, I don't know about your ego now, but
I
you
see that
know,
propaganda machine. It's in the smile. I mean, that's good and all, but between us, what changes? Because doesn't sound like it's that simple. Does anything change? We still who
unless you
we
want.
are. We still do what we do.
Of course we do. I might be a bit more affectionate with you in private, but that's about it.
Oh, in private. God forbid.
Or if you want me to do it in public, I will. Might get a bit territorial over you too at times. That's the wolf. You know what I mean?
You know, you're not careful. I'm gonna buy your wolf and get, I don't know, get something back. That ain't fair.
You can be territorial all you want.
Well, yeah, but I can't exactly snarl at Heidi. Jesus.
Heidi's different. You know it is.
And I'm sure as hell not fucking saying a damn thing to Susie. Lose her goddamn mind.
Susie can't be involved in this world.
I know.
And I think eventually there'll come a time where I have to say goodbye to her.
I'm gonna be a hell of a fucking goodbye. You guys bought a fucking house together.
I know.
I bet you already bought her a ring, didn't you?
No, I haven't bought her the ring.
You want to roll the lie?
No, he'll just. I mean, she can see he's lying, but he'll turn. I haven't given it to her. I realized that eventually, one day, yeah. So I'm making sure she's set up, has a house, safe, and preparing myself for the day that I have to finally cut that tie. But you, no, I can never cut that tie.
Oh no, you're fucking stuck with me now.
But that's what I mean. Heidi is with me because I saved her life. She won't ever leave.
Nope. Have to pry her off with a fucking crowbar.
I don't want you to ever leave either. We can still be you and me, just with that knowledge between us. If that's what you want. Or I can just walk up behind you and wrap my arms around you in front of everybody. Whatever you want to do.
I had a quirk of a smile. It's like we could keep this the way we have, or we could make it weird in public.
Only between you and me will know how serious it is. You know what I mean? And whoever needs to know will know. Or if you want, these are going to be with us. These people are with us for the rest of our life.
Ooh, you got kind of crackledy there for a second.
These people are going to be with us for the rest of our lives, more than likely.
Yeah?
So, if you want to be straight up with them, let's be straight up. Balls in your court, Becca. Wouldn't have it any other way.
I'll a tattoo's an easy guess. I'll get a tattoo. Especially
Okay.
something with your crow on it.
I'll get that heart for you then. That way you know I'm yours.
Just it's my turn to think about the other one. Okay? Don't get wigged out. I'm still not going anywhere. I am leaving you. This sounds a fuck of a lot like some shit like getting married, and
It's not getting married. I promise. Technically, I could claim your dad as well. I mean, my sister's claimed by me. She's family, you know what I mean?
yeah.
It's in the werewolf world, it's recognizing that, you know, she's with Anton.
When a person claims you, that's the one that in the end you're supposed to be taken care of and is taking care of you. Yeah?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly like that. It's just, I have a complete crush on you, so I may have romanticized up a bit because you know what? Fuck it. But that's the general base.
I have a complete crush on you. It splits the smile out again.
And I know you have one on me, so let's not play tiddlywinks with each other here.
You know, I hear Tiddlywinks is a very competitive game.
Yeah, well, let's not. So I may have let my emotions get the better of me, but that's basically it. I take care of you, you take care of me.
Okay. So, who's gonna take care of the rest of your merry troop?
Well, we all do that. It's just, I just think I'm encouraging Bill to bring that girl over. She's a kinfolk.
She
He's
don't know
attached.
shit, does she?
No. She can
No,
take care of it.
that's gonna be a day.
Like I said, why do you think I'm encouraging him? JJ has his family. Wendy will find her sister. I found you. You and Heidi. You're my two people I need. He says, and she can sense it, that I need. He doesn't say that often, you know what I mean?
Alright, alright. Who would I be if I ruined both of our crushes? But we'll see where my dad falls out. But yeah.
Oh,
Fuck it.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
You think?
Grinning.
Oh, come on, give me one definitive answer. Just one. I won't tell
I
anybody.
mean, I don't know. I am a woman. I believe it is my prerogative
Okay,
to be.
one definitive answer. Just one. Just give me that one definitive answer. For the love of you, even like just looks at her like, oh, come on, one.
He's got it. She's just the smile gets wider as he just makes it so much worse. Just one. Ugh. She's that smile though.
Just one. Just for me.
All right, just this one time. Don't you get used to it though.
Oh no. I'll take this as the only win I'll ever get.
Starts laughing. Yeah.
Leans
Oh,
in.
this
What was that? I
looks
didn't
so
quite
good.
catch it. He just actually leans in. What was that? I didn't quite catch it. He was so nervous that she just goes, yeah, and then looks away. What was that?
He like leans in like an ass and gets her laughing again. It's like snaps at the ear when he does the whole like, what's that? Pardon moi? I cannot hear. Like she snaps at his ear just to fuck with him a little bit.
Wow.
Doesn't actually catch him, just a little teeth click. Yes.
Oh, diggity dog. Looks over.
If you start ordering a cake and flowers, I am gonna slug you.
All right. Oh, no. I mean, you don't seem like the flowers type. I mean, I could get you a flower if you like. Put it in your hair. You liked it before.
I can neither confirm nor deny such girly traits as liking flowers. That would ruin my machismo.
You know what?
The smile is
Just
still
stand up,
broad.
and peck her gently on. You peck her gently on the lips and then on the cheek. I'll hide it in your room for you. That way nobody can question the machismo.
You know, this is the kind of relationship I can get down with. Where we can both pretend it's just that we
Take
need to look like
overhand.
baller motherfuckers. And that it's not a
Thank
small
you.
mountain of baggage. Gives the hand a squeeze.
Thank you. Just thank you. That's all I'm going to say.
No problem.
I'll, do you want to go just lie down?
I dare say we could do something more celebratory than lay down, but yeah.
Oh,
Let's
well,
go.
yeah. But you know what I mean.
Oh, fuck it. I don't want to be out on the fucking public balcony anyways. I bet you Scraps are watching the whole fucking thing like it's theater. Little
Probably.
snitch.
But I'll give Scraps a little bit of looks behind him. I'll get him. I have a plan. Smirking. Besides, you can enjoy the show. Just smirking to himself.
But yeah, Becca, of all things, is, very casually snags up the rifle. And, yeah, the two of them can go in and actually hang out.
Do I end it there, but
Yes, I do.